Imagine a quiet warehouse at dawn. The fluorescent lights flicker on. A robot arm gently lifts a box from a conveyor belt, moving with machine precision. A human worker stands back, watching as routines once done by hand are now handled in silence. This is not science fiction, it's today's reality. In this video, you'll learn how AI is quietly reshaping jobs around the world, and what that means for everyone. By the end, you'll see how fast this change is happening, how deep it goes, and why it should matter to you. And that's the system we're decoding today. The story of modern automation begins on the factory floor. In the early days, industrial robots entered auto plants to handle grueling and dangerous jobs like welding and painting. They performed these tasks with tireless precision, making production not only faster and safer, but also more consistent. These machines were the first wave in a technological revolution. Today, their descendants are infinitely smarter and more flexible. Fueled by AI and machine learning, modern robots can see, learn, and adapt to their environment. This leap in capability is why companies like Amazon are now equipping their vast warehouses not just with robotic arms, but with fully humanoid bots. In Seattle, Amazon's chief roboticist presented this evolution with pride, explaining that these machines will eliminate all the menial, the mundane, and the repetitive tasks. It's a familiar, optimistic narrative, but this promise was paired with a crucial assurance that people are still irreplaceable. It's a claim that would soon be tested. The same pattern is unfolding everywhere. One by one, companies are using AI to do work humans once did. But the optimistic narrative began to crack. In a memo that shocked employees in 2025, Amazon CEO Andy Jassy acknowledged the quiet part. The company will use AI to reduce our total corporate workforce as machines boost efficiency. The message was clear. Efficiency gains would directly translate to fewer white-collar jobs. Other tech leaders began to admit the uncomfortable truth. Atlassian's co-founder laid out the cold logic of automation, saying plainly, if we make call center staff more productive, people aren't going to call more, and we'll probably need less call center staff. It's a stark equation where increased productivity simply reduces the need for human labor. Amazon. Testing a humanoid robot named Digit that can lift boxes and sort packages. Amazon admits some jobs will go, even as it promises new ones. Decoding, India. In 2023, a startup CEO replaced 90% of his customer support agents with a chatbot, calling the decision tough but necessary. His bot cut support costs 85% and practically eliminated wait times. Google, Microsoft. In 2023 and 2024, both tech giants announced massive layoffs. Microsoft's CEO, Satya Nadella, later revealed about 30% of the company's code is now written by AI, hinting software jobs are under threat. IBM plans to replace around 30% of its back-office jobs with AI in the next 5 years. That's roughly 7,800 positions. Klarna, Finance, proudly revealed AI tech that can do the work of 700 human customer service reps. They claim the humans are safe, for now. These examples feel like a scene from the future, yet they are happening right now. As we speak, factory robots are quietly taking over assembly lines and warehouses. Coding assistants are helping write software, and chatbots are handling calls. The change is gradual, but relentless. Much like a slow-moving tide, modern warehouses hum with automated precision. The orange robotic arm above, for example, is one of many machines now performing tasks on the factory floor. As PwC reports, up to 30% of jobs could be impacted by automation by the 2030s. That figure isn't just about blue-collar work. Digital assistants, data bots, and AI writers are creeping into offices too. Consider how it works behind the scenes. Inside data centers and chips like the one below, powerful AI algorithms live and learn every day. These silicon brains process language, crunch numbers, and even create art, replacing some tasks humans once held. Think of the microchips and circuits above as the unseen workers of the digital world. They power AI systems like ChatGPT and automated news writers. The consequences are already measurable. A recent Stanford study found that entry-level jobs in fields exposed to AI fell 20% between 2022 and 2025, especially in software engineering and customer service. The first rung on the career ladder is being pulled away. In other words, young programmers and support reps, the very people starting their careers, are already feeling the direct impact of these powerful new automated tools. Their future, and ours, is being rewritten in real time. Real-world examples. To see the scale of change, let's list a few real cases of AI replacing labor. These aren't hypotheticals, but concrete examples of a transformation happening right now. Amazon Robotics. Amazon's fleet of warehouse bots and digit humanoids are designed to speed up fulfillment by handling repetitive sorting and transport. Amazon even told staff they plan to reduce their total corporate workforce with AI efficiency gains. Some jobs vanish, others shift to robot maintenance. The transformation is real. Automated journalism, AP News. Since 2013, the Associated Press has used algorithms to write routine news stories, like sports and earnings reports. By 2015, it was automating 3,000 quarterly earnings stories, 10 times more than before, with no reported job cuts. Computers handled the formulaic work, freeing human reporters for deeper investigative stories that require nuance. Goldman Sachs, AI developer. Goldman Sachs onboarded an AI engineer named Devin to help its 12,000 software developers. Devin can write and debug entire applications autonomously. Goldman's CIO says this isn't replacing programmers, but reimagining their roles, making them prompters and supervisors who guide the AI. This new role focuses on architecture and quality control. Still, Devin boosts output 3 to 4x, hinting fewer junior coders are needed. Media websites. In a contrasting move, UK's MSN cut dozens of journalists' jobs in 2020, filling its homepage with AI-generated articles. This prioritizes cost savings over human curation. The rise of content bots means human writers are increasingly sidelined for routine updates. These examples show a pattern. AI handles the repetitive, data-heavy work. At first, it was factory tasks and routine articles. Now it's complex code, customer chats, and even creative drafts. The scope of what can be automated is rapidly expanding. High-tech robots like these are assembling cars in a modern factory. We once needed dozens of workers on a production line. Today, a handful of humans oversee dozens of robots. While automation in manufacturing isn't new, the pace is accelerating thanks to more adaptable AI systems. Even industries not traditionally thought of as tech are being transformed. Banks, retailers, and even hospitals deploy AI. In banking, algorithms now assess credit risk in seconds. What the data says, facts and figures. It sounds scary, but how widespread is this really? To understand the true scale of this transformation, we need to look at the data. Several key analyses give us important clues. PwC's projections. A PwC report found that with current trends, up to 30% of jobs in advanced economies could be automatable by the mid-2030s. That includes not just factory work, but a wide range of clerical and service jobs, e.g. customer service roles, administrative support, because AI is improving so fast. Another PwC study even found wages are rising faster in fields heavily using AI, suggesting many companies see AI as a powerful tool for boosting productivity. The argument is that AI frees human workers from repetitive grunt work. This, in theory, allows them to focus on more creative and strategic tasks that require critical thinking. World Economic Forum. The WEF warned back in 2020 that automation and AI would displace 85 million jobs by 2025. Many of those roles, like data entry and admin, are exactly the routine tasks AI handles with superior speed and accuracy. Stanford Research, 2025. And this isn't a future problem. Recent Stanford research shows generative AI tools have already hit young workers hardest. From late 2022 to mid-2025, entry-level jobs in AI-exposed fields fell by about 20%. That means thousands of new grads in tech or customer support couldn't find the jobs their predecessors did as companies began automating those initial roles. Leadership polls. It's not just a theoretical threat. Half of CEOs now admit they may replace jobs with AI if it makes business more efficient. Executives in industries from retail to healthcare are quietly exploring automation strategies, with the primary motivation being clear: using AI to cut costs and gain a competitive edge. The numbers tell a clear story. Automation is not some far-off possibility. It's happening now and at an accelerating pace. It's hitting many sectors at once. Companies have budgets and powerful incentives to deploy these tools. Once CEOs see a successful AI case study, like cutting support staff 85% while speeding up service, the pressure to follow suit becomes immense. Emotional and existential implications. This isn't just numbers, it's real lives. What does it feel like for the human workers? The rise of AI casts a long shadow of uncertainty over careers. Younger workers worry, is my degree obsolete? If entry-level coding or service jobs dry up, new grads may find doors closed. As Stanford's Brynjolfsson puts it, LLMs overlap with knowledge from college textbooks, meaning graduates compete with machines trained on the same material. It's an existential blow. The fresh start of a career now seems riskier. Skilled workers fear, will my expertise still matter? Even specialized jobs face threats. Accountants see automated bookkeeping, journalists see automated reporting. Some call it existential unemployment. The idea that entire roles could vanish, not just obsolete tasks. Unlike past tech shifts that created new crafts, AI can leapfrog and do many tasks a human once held. Emotional tone. People feel uneasy or betrayed. We talk of the workplace like a tribe. When machines step in, it can feel like being replaced by a silent coworker who never sleeps. There's pride in our jobs. That dwindles when an algorithm does it. Anxiety and guilt are common. Am I next? Those feelings are real. Yet it's not all doom. Some companies, like IKEA, pledge to upskill employees. And PwC's report suggests wages are rising where AI is used, meaning businesses might value the remaining humans more. But for now, the mood is tense. Unions and workers' groups are sounding alarms, demanding new rules. Governments are scrambling. How do you tax robot labor? How do you support displaced workers? Metaphors and analogies. How to understand this? Think of automation like a rising flood. At first trickles, we hired one robot on the assembly line or used a chatbot for FAQ. Then it grows. More processes become automated. Soon, the floodwaters reach our office cubicles and store aisles. By the time it feels real, it's everywhere around us. Or imagine a game of musical chairs. In the past, jobs would disappear here and reappear over there, but the music played on. Now the music is starting to slow down. Fewer chairs for all of us. When the tune stops, who will sit? Another analogy, AI is like an invisible assistant in every industry. At first, we welcome it to handle the boring parts of our work. But that assistant learns and improves. After a while, the assistant does more than half your job, and you're just watching. Eventually, the assistant might do it all. That's the danger. You're not fired abruptly, but quietly reassigned until there's nothing left to do. A glimpse of the future picture, the year 2030. At a hospital reception, a chatbot checks you in while your human nurse manages only critical cases. At a bank, AI advisors handle day trading while analysts focus on strategy. In a home office, your laptop constantly writes code, and your role is to refine it. Your role could shift from doer to overseer. But what about you, the viewer watching this? What might you be doing a decade from now? Think about your current tasks. Are they routine or creative? If routine, there's a good chance AI is learning to do them. If creative or deeply social, you might be safer. For now, either way, adaptability will be key. Rhetorically, what will your role be in this future? If a machine can do it, how will you stay relevant? We'll need to ask ourselves hard questions. Conclusion. Today we uncovered how AI is reshaping work itself. We've seen robots in warehouses, algorithmic journalists, and CEOs admitting they're cutting jobs in the name of efficiency. The strong emotional insight. This isn't just a tech trend, it's a human story of identity, purpose, and survival. Many are asking, when machines can write, code, analyze, and chat, what's left for us? One powerful takeaway. We must act now. We can't pretend robots are someone else's problem. This wave is hitting all of us. Education, policy, and business decisions need to evolve. Do we train people to work with AI or risk being outpaced? And finally, a question to you, our viewer. What will your role be in this future? Are you ready to become an AI overseer, a creative innovator, or something entirely new? Reflect on that as you move forward. If this video made you think, comment below with your thoughts, like if you care about this issue, and share with friends who might be in the same shoes. Today we uncovered how AI is reshaping work itself. But what happens when the entire infrastructure behind it, our internet, goes dark? We explored that in our earlier video. What if the internet disappeared tomorrow? Watch it next, and the connections might just terrify you.